Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little different, not a makeup tutorial, outfit, or anything really lifestyle related, but it is a 25 facts about me, and I think this is really interesting because I feel like it's going to be even a surprise to some of my friends who should know these things but might not even realize that they do know these things. So other than that, if you're new, what's up? I'm Sav, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm still doing this poll thing where I'm trying to figure out what I should call you guys. I have one that I really do like actually, and I'm trying to figure out another, and sooner or later I will put a poll on my Instagram or Twitter and let you guys decide what you think I should call you guys. I will leave all my social media links up here, so make sure to follow me on those. And yeah. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so I have all my facts written down on this paper, and this is about to be pretty interesting. So let's start off with some basics. My first fact is I'm a Virgo, and I was born on September 7th. There's really not much to that. The second fact is I'm only 16 as of right now. A lot of people actually mistake me as older. When I do my makeup and stuff like that, I get mistaken as much older, not just 16. My third fact is kind of a strange one, but I do not have a favorite color. And I actually had just met this person recently, and we had this whole debate on how I don't have a favorite color, saying that everybody should have one, but I actually legitimately do not have a favorite color. There's point in times in my life where a certain color will attract me more than others. I love rose gold, and I love white, and I love baby pink and gold, but I do not have one color that is specifically my favorite color. My fourth fact is I love having deep conversations with either my friends or people I don't even know, and I feel like it's more random for me to have a really deep conversation with somebody I don't know, but I feel like if I don't know them, they can't judge me for what has happened or what goes on in my life. My fifth fact is kind of weird, but I have a giant birthmark. I mean, it's not giant, it's probably that big. Yeah, I have a birthmark on the back of my left leg, and my dad has the same exact birthmark but on the back of his right, or I have it on my right leg and my dad has the same exact birthmark on his left leg in the same spot and everything. We just have it on opposite legs, so I think that's pretty cool. My sixth fact is I have actually talked to my grandpa, who passed away when I was 3. I was really young. I don't actually know how old I was. I want to say 3, but I might have been even younger. One time in my life I went up to his grave. My grandma's house used to be right in front of a cemetery, so when they buried him, when I was younger, they buried him right behind her house. And I would walk down my grandma's backyard and up to the cemetery to water his flowers on his grave and stuff like that. And I actually one day I was like, "Hey grandpa, how are you?" I was obviously older. I was probably in elementary school, maybe 5th, maybe 6th grade in middle school. And I actually heard back, "I'm good, Savannah, how are you?" And I was so stunned, and I was sitting in the cemetery, and I was like, what? I looked around and nobody was there. My mom wasn't there. I walked up by myself to go water his flowers, and I tried to respond to him, and it was so weird, but I never heard anything back. So that is the time that I've actually talked to my grandfather, who is dead. My seventh fact is I love old people. I have an obsession with them. I think they are so cute. And a lot of people actually are like, "Oh my god, old people are so mean." But I think that a lot of old people, or older people, are actually very nice. And I love to listen to all their stories when they were younger, or, all that kind of stuff. And it actually makes me really, really, really sad when I see an old person sitting by themselves at a restaurant or out to eat or whatever. I will sometimes go up to them and say hi or whatever. It really breaks my heart. My eighth fact is I memorize song lyrics very fast. So if there is a song that I like or that I really like to listen to, or I think is like interesting, and I listen to it like 3 times, 4 times, sometimes 5 times, I'll like memorize the song lyrics and like I'll know them forever. Like if I hear it like 20 years from now, I'll probably be able to still sing the song lyrics. I actually probably know over 100 songs. Like I memorize them so fast, and especially if I like them, then like that's even better, I guess. My 9th fact is I'm always open to trying new things and meeting new people. So a lot of times people are very shy and don't like social events, but I'm the complete opposite. I consider myself very outgoing, and I love to try new things and, you know, go on adventures and get out there. Like, you only live once, and I feel like if you have an opportunity to do something, you should go for it and do it no matter what it is. And I think that meeting new people will give you an experience to your life that you will never have again. And like, the fact that you only live once, I would love to meet every single person, because every single person has such a different life and like experiences and how they have their opinion on things. And I think it's just so unique that we're all so different, and that meeting all you guys and like everybody and doing everything in the world creates you as an even more unique individual, and I just think that's super cool. My 10th fact, wow, we're going through this pretty fast, I'm sorry guys, but they're just like really simple facts, is I've never broken any bones. So I have sprained my ankle, I've sprained my wrist, I believe, but I have never actually broken a bone, and I'm so blessed to say that I have not broken a bone, because to this day that really scares me, and I want to have no idea what that pain feels like. My 11th fact is that I actually sleep talk. So some of my closest friends have actually heard me sleep talk if I slept over their house or whatever. And a funny story is I was sleeping with my friend, and in the middle of the night I like shot up out of bed, like I like sat up, and I was like reaching for the light switch, because she had like, her light is like right over her bed, and she has like a string that you can pull to turn on the light, and I was like reaching for that string, and I was like, I can't turn on the light, and she's like, what? But I was actually sleep talking. I cannot remember that at all. Like, I didn't even know it happened until she told me the next morning. Fact number 12 is I love scary movies, but I hate haunted houses. I hate being scared with a passion. Like, I don't like when people touch me, like, at haunted houses, when they, like, reach over your shoulder and all that kind of stuff. Like, I hate being scared and, like, looking at scary things, because I feel like I get so scared so easily. But I love scary movies. Like, I could sit in a movie theater, sit at home, like, in the complete dark and just watch a scary movie. Like, I love them, but I hate haunted houses. It's very weird. Fact number 13 is I am a shopaholic. I love to shop. I love trying on clothes. I love picking out things to design. I love like home decor shopping. I love any kind of shopping, shoe shopping. And it's funny because when I was younger, I used to hate shopping and hate trying on clothes, but I just kind of like grew into it, and now that I actually like know what kind of style I have, I love doing it, and I love picking out clothes, and I think it's just so fascinating to like have your own style, and I love making me my own. Okay, so fact number 14 is my biggest fear, which is having someone fall out of love with me or losing everybody that I love. So I constantly hear like stories about people like losing their children and their parents and like their boyfriend or significant other on the internet or whatever, and that is one of my biggest fears. Like, I can't imagine like losing everybody that I ever loved, and like you can't replace any of them. Like, they were just in your life and like you loved them, and like now they're gone. Like, to me that's so insane. And having somebody fall out of love with me is another big fear that like I can't really explain, but like if I was married and somebody were to say to me like, I don't love you anymore, like I don't know what I would do. Like, to me that's just something that I can't even wrap my head around. Like, how can you fall in love with somebody but fall out? Like, I know it's possible, but like I can't imagine like what I would do if it happened to me. Fact number 15 is I have a love for makeup that I cannot explain. I love makeup, I love colored eyeshadow, I love doing your own look, I love everything about it, I love expressing yourself through it. Makeup is art. Okay, so fact number 16 is I am not religious. So when I was younger, I actually used to go to church. I used to go to a Presbyterian church. My mom and grandma, grandpa, my sister, my dad, we all did. But as I got older, we ended up like stop going. Like we would go every once in a while, and like now I don't really go at all anymore. I still sometimes go to visit and, you know, sit through like the service and all that kind of stuff. But truthfully, I am not religious. I like believe in God, but I do not believe in any specific story about God. But I don't want to get too much into it because religion is just not my thing. Fact number 17, I feel like I have a very unique style. So I actually don't dress a specific way. Like sometimes you can look at a girl and say like, oh, she likes designer clothes, or oh, she's a tomboy, or like, oh, she likes sweatpants and t-shirts, like comfy clothes. Like I am constantly switching up my style. Like sometimes I like wearing designer clothes, or sometimes I like wearing like clothes that you would wear to the beach, or comfy clothes, or like I do not have one specific style that I actually like. Like I like Vans, but I also like high heels and like Converse, and like I feel it's so unique to me that I don't only have one specific style that I actually like wearing or doing. Fact 18 is that I am tall, and I consider it both a blessing and a curse. So I'm not extremely tall, but for a girl I'm like above average. I'm actually 5'9.5", and I believe it a blessing because a lot of like models are tall and I think my legs look really nice. But however, I think it's a curse because being taller than everybody kind of sucks, and there are a lot of tall problems as well as short people problems. But being tall for a girl is just kind of like different. Like girls are known to be short when guys are known to be tall. So like sometimes I'm too tall for a guy, or, you know, things like that. So it depends how you kind of look at it. That's why I consider it both a blessing and a curse. Fact number 19 is I listen to a lot of genres of music. As well as my favorite color, I do not have a favorite type of music. I listen to almost everything. I listen to 2000s R&B is one of my like favorite genres, I guess, but it's not like I don't have an all-time favorite. I listen to hip-hop, R&B today, I listen to country music, thank my mom for that one. I listen to like, my dad listens to like rock and roll, like not like major rock and roll, but like kind of like rock and roll and smooth jazz and that kind of stuff, and I listen to that because of him. I love Spanish music. Like I am just like a big melting pot of music. I love it all, and I will listen to anything except like heavy metal. That is one thing that I like can't do. I can't listen to people screaming. Like I don't know, it's just not my thing. Fact number 20 is I 100% believe in both fate and destiny. So I think like if you were meant to do something, then you are on that path to do it, regardless whether or not you know it. You don't know what's going to happen in your future, and I feel like even though you know, like you have the choice to make the decision today, you don't know what it's going to lead to, and I feel like that right there is both fate and destiny. Fact 21, wow, we're already at 21, is that I overthink a lot of things, and especially my mistakes. So if something happens to me where I feel like I made a huge mistake, or I feel like I did something really dumb, I am constantly overthinking it, and I feel like that's a huge weakness of mine. Like I'm constantly thinking of something that I did 2 years ago, and like I'll never forgive myself for doing that, even if it was something so stupid. I'm very quick to laugh at myself, but I still constantly always think about that dumb mistake, and like I try and tell myself to never ever do it ever again. Fact number 22 is I crack my bones a lot, so you will always catch me cracking my neck, my fingers, like my knuckles, all that kind of stuff. I just like, I have to do it. It's like something that I need to do, and actually my neck, if I don't crack it for like a certain period of time, it'll actually start to hurt now that I have cracked it so much. Like I have to. Fact 23 is I always listen to song lyrics, and I love when I can relate to them. So whenever I hear a song that I like or that I find like interesting, I will always like listen to the lyrics and like figure out what they mean. And expect this more happens for like slow songs because they tend to have more meaning than other types of music. And if I can relate to them, that's like one thing to me that I absolutely love, because I feel like I'm not the only person out there who has that one problem. Like, I'm not the only one struggling in that situation. And I think that's so cool that people can tie that into music and relate to not just me, but like a lot of people in the world. Fact 23 is I am always happy, and if I'm annoyed, I get over it very, very quickly. So if you know me as a person, if you're my friend, my family, whoever, if you have met me, I tend to be very, very like outgoing and happy and always seem energetic. And if I get annoyed or something, I tend to get over it very, very fast, because I hate the feeling of being annoyed or sad or mad. I hate that feeling, and I feel like that everybody should always be happy, and like the world would be such a better place if everyone was. So I tend to like try and keep myself at a happy point all the time. And lastly, fact number 25 is I have a strong, like very strong belief in working hard for what you want. And I'm constantly always saying to myself one quote, and the quote is, "Work hard in silence and let your success make the noise." I think that if you want something, you should go out there and reach for it. I'm constantly telling myself, like, giving myself goals and aspirations to follow, and I think that's a key point for your life. Like, if you want to go somewhere in life, I think every single day you should give yourself something to strive for. That's like a serious key for me, and I don't know what I would do if I didn't give myself a goal and aspiration every single day. So that right there is 25 facts about me, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you found any really interesting, leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next Thursday.